Step up, kids, to the greatest show on earth. We're here in beautiful downtown Laura. I'm your host, Gift, weather with Emily, and lunch money with Giovanni. Today is Friday, January 4th. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join us in saying the Laura Pledge. I am a Laura leopard. I will be a leader at home and school. I will show effort in all that I do. I will be organized and show problem-solving abilities to achieve in the classroom. I will respect myself, my classmates, and my teachers. I will be dependable. Everyone will be able to depend on me. I am the Laura leopard. Now over to Emily for today's weather.
Today's weather will be a high of 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Recess will be outside. There are no boat days today.
Thank you, Emily. Now over to Giovanni for today's lunch menu.
Today for lunch we'll be having teriyaki chicken with steamed rice, turkey and cheese sandwich, peanut butter jelly sandwich and cheese stick, egg and cheese salad platter with savory crackers, sweet potato fries, steamed eggnog or soybeans, and fresh orange smiles.
Thank you, Giovanni. Now to Mrs. Lee.
Good morning, boys and girls. I just want to show you how many parents came out last night to our Parent Action Team meeting. I have 2 pages. Thank you, students, for getting the message to your parents to come out. We've talked about some activities that we would like to implement during the 3rd and the 4th quarter. However, I had so many people and there were so many children that I had to take the homework pass and I had to tear them in half because I had so many people there. So teachers, if you get a torn homework pass, it is okay. I didn't. So, our word for the month of January is determination, finding a way to continue trying to do or achieve something that is difficult. So, as I mentioned, we have a lot of testing that's coming up. And yesterday I met with the teachers and students. We're going to have a celebration to the students that meet or exceed their expected growth on MAP. So this is for our 2nd through 5th grade students. So if you meet or exceed, we will have a celebration. I'll have a special treat and we will have extra recess. So really work hard on that MAP testing. And I believe that's all. We really don't have anything coming up next week on our calendar. So today is Friday. We have our guest reader. We have Miss Rhodes.
Morning.
Welcome to WLES.
Good morning, all. So I have picked a book. It's called The Beignet That Almost Got Away. So for all of our friends from Louisiana area, you might enjoy this. And those of you that have never been to Louisiana, this will be kind of interesting. Down in Louisiana, in the city that care forgot, lived 2 cockroaches that loved food a lot. New Orleans is a city known for fine cuisine, but for Ralph and Roxanne, times were really lean. Their home was on the balcony overlooking the French Quarter. Each day the smells from the restaurants below made their mouths water. One smell in particular made their stomachs respond. The scent of crispy beignets from Café du Monde. They're really yummy.
Yes, they are.
Amidst the clatter of cups and the shuffle of feet, these intrepid insects were beckoned by the powdered sugar so sweet. And there on a plate, crispy and steamy it lay, the object of their craving, the one lone beignet. There they are. Ralph and Roxanne gave each other looks of fierce determination. This beignet would be theirs if they formed a collaboration. Just as they reached the point of their desire, a hand came down and raised the beignet higher. In a paper sack, the sweet snack resided. "Don't let that beignet get away," screamed Roxanne, excited. They kept that bag in their sights as they headed to the river. The music from the Natchez steamboat made their antenna quiver. As the sound of the calliope faded, Roxanne was heard to say, "Don't let that beignet get away." Suddenly, the bag took a turn to Jackson Square, a place where art abounds and music fills the air. To the dismay of Ralph and Roxanne, a horror did they see. The pigeons were being fed their beignet for free. Don't let that beignet get away. The clip and the clop of hooves and the rolling of wooden wheels led the bag to the horse-drawn carriage as Roxanne let out a squeal. "Don't let that beignet get away." As Ralph and Roxanne followed the bag into Jackson Square, they stopped by a crowd watching a mime performing there. Ralph and Roxanne stared at their bag with trepidation as a hand set it down to reach for a balloon creation. Ralph and Roxanne exchanged looks of jubilation. The beignet was theirs. Now they'll feast with exaltation. And there's a glossary in the back. But they finally got their beignet! Yay!
Yay! I love that book, and there was some great vocabulary.
I know.
Yes, that is a great teaching tool. Have a fabulous Friday, everybody. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Mrs. Lee. We are your hosts, Gift,
Emily.
And Giovanni.
wishing you a great day.